What's going on, guys? My name is Jeff and this is Premium Aquatics, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Kessil A360X as well as the Spectrum controller, so let's jump into it. What's going on, guys? We're back with another video, and if you're new to what we're doing here, this is where we take a look at new products each and every week to help you make an informed decision whether or not that product is right for you, your reef tank, and your budget. So let's jump into it. Alright folks, so we have the Kessil A360X Tuna Blue, and we also have the Kessil Spectral Controller X. We're going to start things off with the 360 and then jump into the Spectral Controller. So let's open these guys up and see what we actually have. Very excited to take a look at this product. I saw it at MACNA this past year and was very intrigued by it. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to talk with the Kessil folks because they were busy with other people. But without further ado, let's open up the box. So right on top we have, I'm going to say, user's manual. Then we have a nice, looks like sticker, Kessil sticker on top. Not really sure why I'd put that, but very thoughtful. Alright, there it is. Oh, it's awesome. Very cool. It's light in the hand, lighter than I expected, and it has a heat sink built into it. I'm going to say that that's a little bit wider. Have the same knobs that you've had in the past. You have the color knob as well as the intensity knob. It also has K-Link, which is new, and we'll talk about that a little bit more. Those LEDs are just awesome. Alright, let's see what else we got in here. Then we have our power brick, power cord, and it looks like an extension for your cable. So the A360X is 30% smaller than the original A360. It's also 25% brighter. So for those of you guys in the past that have said that Kessils are a very dim light, it has addressed that and it has more output than it ever had before. Something that's also interesting about this light is the angle of light. So a lot of the original 360s were considered, you know, almost like a spotlight. So this guy right here is a 130-degree angle, which is going to definitely balance out your lighting and make it sure that, you know, it's going to help eliminate hot spots and just make sure that this one light covers a much broader area. So K-Link is pretty interesting. You have basically a USB-C connector, and what K-Link affords you is the ability to link up multiple lights, which you kind of had that technology with the A360, the original. With the original, you would have a master, and then you would have slave units. So anytime that you would make adjustments, it would have to be on that master, and then the slave units would adjust accordingly. And with this K-Link and the controller, you can make an adjustment on any light, and you could have multiple aquariums hooked up together. You could have multiple lights on one system. You could have multiple lights on different levels. Let's say you have like a frag tank tower. Making an adjustment on one light, if you have it set up that way, will adjust all the lights accordingly, which is pretty awesome. And then you could go down, say, to the one closest to you, make an adjustment on the intensity, and then go to the one on the far right and make some adjustments on the color, and they're all going to do the same exact thing, which is pretty awesome. A big thing that they have addressed with the X is the dimming. So a lot with the A360s, as you would turn down the intensity, it would dim to a certain point, and then all you would have really is the ability to shut it off. And there was like a little bit of play in there where there wasn't really any response whatsoever. Now with the X, you actually have a lot more dim control where you can get that soft moonlight if that's something that you're looking to do. Alright. Wow, it's a lot bigger than I thought it was. Has a little bit of protective coating on there, which is good. Something that Kessil did with this that I think is absolutely awesome is this is backwards compatible. Not only are you going to be able to control the A360X, you're also going to have the ability to control all the previous lighting from Kessil with this Spectral controller, which I think is very thoughtful of Kessil, and I think it's very important, especially when you're in a field that is constantly changing, to remember that people have spent a lot of money on your products, and being able to move them forward with you is pretty important in my opinion. So it's good to see a company, you know, making sure that stuff's backwards compatible. to keep everybody in the loop on new technology. All right, so we have the Spectral controller itself. There's not a whole lot going on with it. Pretty simple design. One thing that this guy uses, I don't know if I should use the term phantom power or not. I would have to read the book to get a little bit, but this doesn't need a power supply. There's no power brick needed. It's going to use power from the lighting that it's connected to be able to power this guy up, which is pretty awesome. So you have a little card about the warranty. It's always good. That pops out. Another sticker. Then you have your K-Link connector, your USB-C plug. What's this? Oh, look at that. That's hardcore. All right, so that's a mounting bracket for it. That's definitely heavy duty. Very impressed with that. Has a couple screws, some drywall plugs there, and oh wow, magnetized. At least I think, yeah, it is. That's pretty awesome. All right, so you have your screws for the mount. You have the mount, which I have on the back of the controller. You have your K-Link, and then you have your USB-C connector. So that's what to expect with the Kessil Spectral controller. This is very interesting thing, and I think it's great that Kessil is going to give you some ability to make some adjustments to that lighting. It's going to allow you to make scheduling for your lighting, and very interesting thing about this is they are going to have a wireless dongle that's going to be coming out next year that's going to plug into this so you can wirelessly communicate with your lighting. I don't know if that's going to be compatible with the A360. It's great that they are thinking about you guys that already have the lighting, being able to make these backwards compatible, but new features, I'd imagine, such as the wireless dongle and being able to communicate to the 360, I don't think that that's going to be a part of that. To get that function, you would have to upgrade to the A360X, which that light in itself is probably something worth considering anyways. So to kind of wrap things up, there's a few things I wanted to touch on again and that were mentioned in this video. And the light is overall smaller by 30%. That's good. I don't think that's enough of a reason to go out and buy this light. The fact that this light is 25% brighter, that you have an angle of the light that is 130 degrees, which is astronomically wider than its previous model, that it's going to help distribute the light evenly over the tank, that you're still going to get that shimmering effect, that you are going to be able to now, with the Spectral controller, be able to ramp up and ramp down and change some of the spectrum of this Kessil light, but still have Kessil logic in place. All of these reasons are the reasons why you should consider this light if you're in the market for a new light for your reef tank. If you want to check out the Kessil A360X as well as the Spectral Controller X, there's going to be links down in the description below. Alright folks, so that's going to do it for today's video. I want to thank you for joining me, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up and hit the bell so you can be notified every time that we upload a new video. That's it for today. Thanks again. I'll see you guys next time right here with a brand new video.